Welcome back to Shawnee Hill's Workshop. I'm still in the barn today, and today I'm in the front room of the barn. This tends to be where most of the stuff just gets set down and dropped off. What I want this to be is our sporting goods area. Things that we come in and load out and take with us. For instance, bikes, backpacking gear, off-roading gear, camping gear, anything that we need to come, grab, put in the car, and take with us. We got a head start on the project yesterday by going through all the bikes and riding toys that the kids don't ride anymore and taking them and donating them. So now we know what we're going to keep, and we just got to try to fit it in this space. Right now my thought process is anything that can be ridden on will be over here, and then all the backpacking, camping, etc., it'll be on the back portion here that you can't see. I've already started assembling this. I'm going to finish that up real quick, and then we'll start organizing the area behind me. So I've hit my first snag with Harbor Freight already. This nut has no threads. Luckily I've got a parts bin full of nuts, so let's see if I can find one. Did I mention that I haven't labeled these yet? Got lucky and got the right one the first time. So now I just gotta do my best vlogging magic here and try to hold the camera with one hand and test fit the nuts with another, because I was too lazy to bring the tripod in here. So wouldn't you know that out of all of the nuts that I don't have a single one that'll fit this bolt. I do, however, have taps and dies. So we're seeing if we can make this work. That was a lot of work to make this Harbor Freight wheel work. But anytime you buy something from Harbor Freight, you're taking some risk on having to make something work, or possibly not being able to make it work, having it break on you right after you start using it. Honestly, in that situation, I don't know what the average person would do. Most people don't have a full set of metric and imperial taps and dies. You've got risk anytime you buy something from Harbor Freight. Alright, we've got it all put together. First impressions is that it's sturdier than I would have expected. Obviously, typical Harbor Freight issues. Had a nut that had no threads in it, but we were able to make that work for us. I guess now all we can do is put the bikes on and see how it feels then. Well, I'd say second impressions are still pretty good. Even with the two bikes on it, it's still pretty sturdy. Obviously the bikes move around a little bit, but that has nothing to do with it being a Harbor Freight stand. That's any kind of stand that you're rolling around if there's no way to secure the bottom.
What did you say?
I asked if you locked it. So two of the bikes I had to put up onto the front frame of the bike because the spoke spacing was too narrow to fit across this little dowel. It doesn't make sense, this bike is right in the middle of the size of the other two bikes, and it fit, but the other two didn't. Along with the bikes, I also have a lot of accessories. I've got a carrier to carry the bikes on the back of the vehicle. I also have some carriers that you put on the top of your roof rack to carry a canoe or kayak. I'm going to put all these on the wall right here, that way if I'm coming to get something, I can grab the accessories that are needed for the car, put them on, and then grab the canoes, grab the bikes, whatever it is that I'm coming to get. So I'm going to fabricate a rack up here to hang all those bikes. Swiss Cargo roof rack comes with some straps and some clamps to be able to attach the rack to the rack of your vehicle. So I put all those in a little bag that I've got, and I'll keep them up here right beside of the cargo rack. That way when I need it, I've got everything I need right here to attach it to my vehicle. The whole point of all this is to try to have things to where I know where they're at. I have all this space and I do have a lot of things. If I know where they're at and can get to them, that's great, but it does me no good if I have no clue where anything is. I'm really happy with how this project turned out. For around 50 bucks for the hangers and the bike rack, I've been able to completely transform this one little corner. Now, this isn't much. I've got a whole lot of barn left, but if I can keep tackling small projects like this, before you know it, I might actually know where things are.